Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video episode of Shout Me Loud. I'm your host Harsh Agrawal, and today's video is for all the bloggers, all the content writers. This is going to be very interesting. So let me ask you one simple question. What is the ideal length of an article? Is it 500 words? Is it 800 words? Is it 1500 words? Or is it 3000 words? What is the ideal length of an article? Now, you might have guessed one of these numbers, one of these options, and let me tell you, all these options are wrong. The goal of any article is number one, to add a lot of value to the readers, of course, and the second thing, you should be able to rank on the first page. So the number of words should be determined based on the data and not just based on the hunch. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can exactly do that. So with that, let's move ahead. Let's learn something new. All right, guys. So here is how it works. So the very first step is to find the keyword. So for this, you need to do keyword research. If you don't know how to do keyword research, there is a good guide on ShoutMeLoud about keyword research. Do read that. I will leave the link of that in the description. In fact, you can find all the links that I'm talking about in this article, in this video, in the description itself. So do check out the description and just use them. All right. So in this case, I've identified two keywords. One is on-page SEO and another one is best webinar software. Now these are the two keywords. Let's stick to the best webinar software, right? Now this one has monthly searches of 1300, which is pretty good. And what we need to do is we need to determine what is the ideal word limit that this article should have. Now for this, we are going to use some SEO tools. There are many actually. There is SEMRush, which has a tool called SEO Writing Assistant. Then there is Phrase, which is what I'm going to show you today. It's a new tool and pretty amazing to use. So how this works is this tool actually scans the top 10 or top 20 results for your query. And then based on that crawling, they actually check the number of words that are used on those top 10 results. And based on that, they suggest like your ideal word limit should be that much. And this is how you actually determine the ideal word limit. So let me show you how it works. So if you have not signed up, go ahead, sign up for Phrase. They have a free plan, which is a good way to get started. And then go to documents, click on new document. So you have two options. You can actually use content brief. If you already have an article written, you can use content optimization. I would show you both of them today. So, but first let's stick to content brief. Let's select content brief, click on next. Select your region. So let's say I select US and then enter the search query and then click on create document. Now it would take sweet 30 seconds to 1 minute to generate a report. So let's wait for that. And as you can see what it's doing, it actually pulled up the 10-15 results from the search engine and it's scanning them and to generate a report for you. And it does a lot more than just suggesting the word limit, which is something which I really liked about Phrase. And I'll show you that in one quick minute. All right. So here is the report. All right. So average source length is about 2300 word. So now when you're writing an article about targeting this keyword, your word limit should be around this range. You can go a little up, you can be a little down. That's completely okay. But you should definitely focus somewhere close to 2300 words for sure. All right, so that's how you determine the average source length, and that should be your word limit. Now you can do that with the SEMRush. SEMRush has an SEO Writing Assistant tool. You can use that. I would probably show you that in some upcoming video. Now let me go back and let me show you something pretty cool, okay? So now let's click on content optimization, click on next. Then select our country, enter the search query. Now I already have an article about this, so let me just copy this link. All right, so let's just copy the link here and then click on create document. Now what's happening now is, apart from scanning all the top result, it is also scanning your own content and it will find those gaps, those topics which you have not covered. And apart from, when you talk about increasing the length, how do you do that? So you need to add only meaningful stuff. And the good way is you scan the top 10, top 15 results which are already ranking on Google, see what they have covered and what you have missed out on. And then you kind of start adding those stuff on the article. So as you can see, my word length was about 1300 words. The average word count was 2300. Now I need to increase this article by 1000 words to be able to compete with this top 10, at least based on this data. But the question is what kind of topic I can add. So this is where this come into the picture. As you can see, like there are certain words like visual branding has been mentioned 5 times per source across one source. Now let's see this one. I want to see like, okay, so this one, 7 sources have mentioned about lead generation and I have mentioned about 0. So according to this data, the lead generation is an important word that should be in the article. So I need to find a way to incorporate that. That is one way. Then another way is I can click on headings and I can quickly see what all other people have covered. And then I can figure out, oh God, I haven't mentioned about anything about lead generation. I have actually not talked about what are the benefit of using webinar platform. So now I have a complete area that I can cover, and that will also take care of my requirement of the 1,000 missing word can be completed from here. So guys, exactly that's how you determine the word length of any article. A lot of people say like, do 700 word, do 1,000 word. That works in some scenario, in some cases when you're not talking about topic which is not very competitive, but when you are in a competitive field, well, you should definitely take help of data. That is going to be really helpful. With that guys, I hope it adds some value to your knowledge. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. This is Harsh.